Quick clap. See you later, suckers.
Such incredible style and features at such great value.
Go.
It's gonna feel like you stole it.
They'll never take us alive. Never.
And it's fun to pretend you did. Suzuki.
Professionals Real Estate Hamilton. Professionals in property management.
Part of the Ace Radio Network, 88.9 and 93.7 Mix FM.
12 degrees in Melbourne, showers tomorrow, a top of 15. It's 4 o'clock. Good afternoon. I'm Tony Tardio. Comanchero bikie boss Mark Buddle will return to court on October 26 after a brief appearance in court in Melbourne today. The 37-year-old was extradited from Darwin overnight. He is facing 2 counts, one of importing a commercial quantity of cocaine, another of conspiring to import cocaine. The latest figures from the Health Department have revealed another 34 Victorians have lost their lives with COVID. Alex Riddell reports.
The Health Department says 26 of today's reported deaths happened in the past week and another 5 deaths occurred in the past fortnight. The 34 people who died were aged from their 50s to 100s. There are 699 COVID cases in hospital in Victoria, with 24 active cases in ICU, including 7 on a ventilator. It comes as the number of 4th winter doses of the COVID vaccine in Victoria topped 1 million yesterday, while almost 70% of Victorians have had their 3rd vaccine dose. In Melbourne, Alex Riddell, 9 News.
Current and former Defence Force personnel are being urged to take part in a landmark inquiry into the sector. Independent Senator and veteran Jackie Lambie has appeared at the Royal Commission into Defence and Veteran Suicide. She was instrumental in establishing the commission after being medically discharged from the Army. Senator Lambie has told the hearing change needs to happen.
Had 17 inquiries in 17 years. There is nothing else left for you. This is the pinnacle. If you do not come forward now, even if you do not want to do it for yourselves, do it for your mates. And because there is nothing else left if we do not fix it this time.
The state's embattled opposition leader denies he's under pressure from within his own party to stand aside amid the donation scandal. Dennis O'Kane.
Matthew Guy says calls for him to go are far off the mark.
I don't accept it at all. Don't accept it at all. No one's called me about that. I don't believe they will. They should be more focused on the Premier's leadership.
Mr Guy is continuing to refuse to answer detailed questions about his involvement in the donor scandal that's resulted in the resignation of his Chief of Staff. Senior Andrews Government Minister Jala Pulford says he's compromised his position as the alternative Premier leading up to the November state election.
You know, I'm sure his colleagues, in fact some of them are quite openly speculating about this.
In Melbourne, Dennis O'Kane, 9 News.
A feud between neighbours is believed to have been what sparked a fatal shooting in North Queensland. A 59-year-old man has been arrested. He's expected to be charged. Guy Sebastian's former manager will remain on bail as he awaits to be sentenced on embezzlement charges. Titus Day was found guilty of siphoning off more than $600,000 from the pop star. The Court of Criminal Appeal in New South Wales has rejected a detention application. 14 people have died, another 40 have been injured after a fire broke out at a nightclub in Thailand. The venue was hosting a live music performance before it went up in flames at around 1 a.m. local time. All the victims were Thai nationals. In finance news, the share market up 42 points near the close, the dollar buying 69.66 US cents.
Judy Demand knows the Hamilton property market. Call Judy at Groves Real Estate.
Brisbane Lions coach Chris Fagan says he thinks Lance Franklin is more likely to retire than play for his club next year. The champion Swan is without a contract for next season and reportedly is considering a move to Queensland to be closer to family. Geelong coach Chris Scott is confident ruckman Jonathan Segler and Reece Stanley can function in the same side. Tomorrow night's clash against St Kilda will be the first time they've played together in the AFL. Scott impressed with the former Hawks' first game in the hoops last weekend.
We're happy with the way he went last week, and we're very open-minded to the two of them playing in the same team. That's definitely on the table and something that we'll consider for not only this week but future weeks as well.
And Matthew Denny threw 2 personal bests to win the Commonwealth Games discus, making it Australia's 51st gold in Birmingham. It's 4:05. That's the latest in news and sport.
If you have an unwanted tree that needs removing or trees that are encroaching on fence lines, Barco can sort it out. They're your local accredited professional team and one-stop shop for tree lopping and traffic management.
The next time you try a McCafe coffee, you'll be enjoying the delicious taste of Australia's most popular barista-made coffee. Just one of many reasons to try McCafe.
If you haven't been into beds lately, maybe you should check out the range and quality of their stock. They don't have any trouble competing on price, and their staff really go that extra mile to help. It's no wonder they're going from strength to strength. Beds of Portland, MixxFM's Business of the Month.
MixxFM, your official emergency broadcaster.
So if you're hitting the open road on your next outdoor adventure,
MixxFM weather.
Selling or buying your home,
done.
Edith Fox,
There's
Southern
only one
Grampians
place to
Livestock
go.
and Real Estate for Portland and
Battery World.
surrounds.
There's a gale wind warning in place for the west coast. Showers will continue throughout this afternoon, but those winds should ease off later on this evening. Tomorrow, a cloudy one with a high chance of showers right throughout the day, heading for a top of 13 degrees. Sunday, a shower or two expected and a top of 12. And then into Monday, we'll start off with a bit of morning frost around the place. It should be a partly cloudy day and a slight chance of a shower, a top of 13 degrees.